6. Life is a struggle for where I am. The cost of living here is astronomical. But when you're around or below the
You know
poverty
what those
line,
eggs were?
things can get really hard, really stressful.
Turtle eggs.
The healthcare system here is highly stressed.
When you want to know something about
And
fish, you check
it's
with
not
the
free.
fishermen.
Recently I've become ill, which made me unable to
I
leave the
put it
house,
back into the
even
ocean.
get out of bed.
I probably shouldn't have put it
Came
into
down
the
with
ocean
dengue,
since it was a
fever,
turtle egg. I should have buried it.
an extreme case. Mosquitoes are really running rampant down here. I'm in the Caribbean, the island of Barbados. The
Turtle
healthcare
eggs need to
system,
be buried in the sand until they hatch.
forget it.
And most places, it's
Non-existent.
illegal to mess with turtle eggs.
No, that's not right.
They're
The
endangered.
healthcare system is not non-existent. It's the welfare system that is basically non-existent. When you get into any kind of problems, they have a system where they give you $80 for a voucher to get a bit of food from a supermarket. I asked for some help from them. It's been 3 weeks and I've not heard a word back. I've called them. They said that their supervisor has to approve it, so therefore I'm still waiting. They give you $100 to pay an electric bill, but when your electric bill comes in, it's usually around $300 and something. So no matter what, that's not helpful. When you're out of work, you're out of work, and there is nothing. I don't fall into the category of getting something from the National Insurance Scheme because I moved here a little over 2 years ago and has been unable to find work since. So there's nothing. Right now, it's December the 4th. It's 9:07 a.m. There's nothing in the fridge. I mean, you can't feed your family on ketchup and sauces. We're down to one last roll of toilet paper, using dishwashing soap to wash the clothing, the laundry. I've got nothing. When I got ill, I came up with a plan to use my 15-year-old son's book that he wrote as a school project and use it, turn it into an ebook. So I learned how to do that pretty quick. Turned it into an ebook, put it on my site, www.gobeyondtherim.com. This video is going to be short, but anybody who is interested in actually lending some aid, to giving us some help, I set up a donation button there, and I'm also selling the book there for only $9.99. My health has not been restored, although that I've been getting back on my feet, and my health has not been restored because I've got hypertension, which is the equivalent of low blood pressure. I've got some other problems wrong with me now too, because during the time that I was ill, I blacked out and fell, hit into a dressing table. So I've got some internal injuries, but there's no point in going to even speaking to a doctor about them because it's out-of-pocket pay. Only the children can get health care up to the age of 18. Oh, and if it's something to do with your eyes, if you need to see somebody with your eyes, even the kids have to pay out of pocket. So I've got nothing to go on. Yesterday I spent the last $20 that was in my wallet to make sure the kids had lunches for school, buying some bread and stuff so that their lunches can be made and send them off. The education system here is not funded by the government anymore, so education is actually not free. You pay for tuition for children in secondary school. You pay for their books. You buy their books in primary school. You have to go to the stores and buy their books there. This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What I have found here is not what I would ever believe. In a country, an island based on tourism, that's what you end up with. Tourism. I mean, if those are the only job markets that they've got, we're in big trouble. They've sold most of the industries here off to offshore investors. There's no jobs. When there's a job fair, they offer 600 jobs, and 5,000 or more people show up. Riots occur. I mean, well, not the extent that a riot would occur overseas in the States or anything like that. People here are kind of pretty passive. They'll mainly have like a good old fist fight, but no riots. I'm making this video to ask for help. I'm not an internet marketer. I'm not one of those people. So even driving traffic to the site for people to know about the problem and finding people to help, it's not easy. There's too many scams out there. Every time you look for some advice or some aid, there's some scam to get your money to sign up for something. I've got no money to sign up for nothing, not even to take the chance. Overdue on rent. It's been bad enough now that I'm overdue on the hydro bills. Every truck that passes outside, every noise that I hear, every car door that slams, I'm thinking, okay, they've come to turn off the hydro. There's going to be no electricity. I'm behind on the water bill too, and I've got the notices that came in the mail. The internet and phone got turned off last month. I managed to raise enough cash from the sales of the book to pay for that. But it's going to cost me now $200 now this month to maintain those services, because I had to pay a reconnection fee. I got an automated message on the phone last night to say, don't forget to pay it. It's due on Friday. Today is Thursday. There's no aid when you go to the welfare. They don't give you financial aid. There's nothing. The other supposed charities in the country, well, they don't do that either. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to turn. We're going to be homeless and we're going to lose everything. I've contacted some family overseas, and they stated their own problems, that they may be laid off by Christmas. They're not going to help. I mean, they could at least put the word out, say something, contact somebody, but no one. I did find some help. A community website that I was part of, testing a game in development. Planet Explorers is the name of the game, through pathia.net, and that community actually came to my aid. On the community site, I'm known as the Marauder. When I make videos on YouTube, I'm known as the Shadow Proclamations. But it's not been enough. A few people came out and helped, and I'm very thankful to those people. I really had hoped that when they did their thing, and they did send me that help, that the link would have been shared. I've joined Twitter, I've joined Facebook, things that I had no interest in whatsoever, just to try to find help and to get the word out. I'm desperate. I don't know what to do here. I don't know where to go. I rode my bicycle. I don't drive a car. I don't have a car. I rode my bicycle to the local constituency representative house yesterday, and the day before, seeking this person out. Nothing. The guy's not there. Left a letter. I guess his aide, or whoever, not his secretary, opened it, and she looked at it, and it was on the desk when I arrived, and I could see that it was open. If she read it, I hope she can see the urgency. I said I need to speak to him. She said that she would call me, took down my name and my phone number and stuff like that. Yesterday, no phone call. This morning, still no phone call. I don't have time. I don't have time. So I'm making this video and trying to keep it within a certain time restraint, and hopefully I can upload it. And I'm pleading with who sees it. I'm pleading with who hears it to share it. I'd hope that people would get together, and either in like small groups, group of 10 people, and each one buys a book. I mean, $10 is not much to some people in certain countries, but $10 down here in its local currency, it isn't worth squat. But $10 US, at least I can try to make something of that. The problem, of course, is things going to PayPal takes then 3 days to be transferred to a bank account, 3 business days, and I don't have that luxury. I'm basically out of time. Basically, I am out of time. I've been trying now for almost like 2 months to get things going. I grow some pumpkin in the yard. I rent this place, so you gotta pay the rent, you gotta pay the utilities. I've been able to do it in the past, but things have gotten more difficult, and lots of doors have been closing, and people have been getting laid off, and the people that would buy from you, they can't now afford to. It's been bad. I need your help. Go to beyondtherim.com. Look up Pleas of the Fallen. Check my blog. I'm writing about my situation there. I'll keep writing until they turn the power off. If they turn the power off, well, I can't even access anything. My bank account here got closed because I can't put funds inside of it. So it's a good thing I have an overseas account. They are more lenient when you have like a late fee. These guys here, you're late for 3 months on your monthly payment to maintain the bank account. They shut it down. I've never seen stuff like this. I've never seen stuff like this. On Tuesday, the opposition party walked out of Parliament, staged a walkout because they wanted to talk about the healthcare system at the hospital, the only one we have in the island. They're doing their protest. I really can't protest. I've looked into the charities and I've realized that, unfortunately, if I was a dog, I would get immediate aid, but I'm not a dog. So they have charities maybe for children and stuff, but a parent takes care of those children. Why don't you have something for the children? I mean, for the parent. It doesn't make sense. They've limited the access to information here. You have to dig to get stuff, and the government sites, when I try to email them, it's all dead links. Like, if they don't pay their own domain, I mean, I get a $5.50 message. I sent an email and it gets turned around and sent back to me permanently, it says. I mean, you can't contact them. I'm going to try the phone again today, but it's going nowhere because you get put in a lineup wait and nothing's happening. I have to protect my children, so I have to swallow my pride and everything else, and I have to beg for help. To anyone who is out there, who can hear this, who can see this, tell your friends, email them. If I sit there and I do the math, and if 1,000 people even bought the book, not even just the donation thing, if it's just 1,000 people bought the book, I can fight back. I can fight back. I don't have fancy webcam and all that kind of stuff. I don't have that kind of tech. I only have what I have. My PC. I'm scared that if the power goes off, I have no means of communication. I'm begging for your help. If 1,000 copies of the book were bought, I could fight back. If 2,000 copies were bought, I can fight back. If 800 were bought, I can fight back because I would have something to fight with. I have have nothing to fight with. I don't have a penny now. Help me. Please.